welcome back. You're watching OVERDRIVE. Honda's Hatchback Brio is gaining traction in the market because of a great mix of styling, an excellent petrol engine and a well laid out cabin. While the wait for a diesel version continues, Honda has added to the Brio's lineup with an automatic gearbox. Shoini checks it out for you.
Fed up of encountering bumper-to-bumper traffic everywhere you go? Well, an automatic hatch is just what you need to make that strenuous job of driving a lot more comfortable. Now, if you were out in the market looking for an affordable automatic hatchback, you had just two options. You had either the Hyundai i10 or the Maruti A-Star. But not anymore, because Honda has fitted an automatic gearbox in this Brio. And I'm going to be driving this in the city today to see just how easy that makes my commute. But before we get to the commute, let's wrap up the Brio's other USPs. The most eye-catching aspect of the Brio has been its styling, and nothing has changed on that front. It remains an exceptionally good-looking and sleek hatchback. The cabin is still well laid out and surprisingly spacious, and the excellent 1.2-litre i-vtec engine is still at the heart of the car. When rumours of a new Brio first reached our ears, we thought it would be the diesel, but we now know that the diesel will get here on the Brio sedan sometime next year. But till then, an automatic is a nice addition to the offering and definitely a great option to have on our congested city roads. Under the hood is the same 1.2-litre engine that does rounds in the Jazz as well as the manual Brio. Now, this is an extremely rev-happy car and it is a lot of fun to drive, and that is what is the Brio's biggest appeal. The power and torque figures are identical to the manual, which is 88 PS at 6000 RPM and 109 Nm at 4500 RPM. The electronic power steering is light and easy to use, that makes quick direction changes through traffic effortless. It also makes the task of parking in tight spots an absolute breeze. The only missing ingredients are paddle shifters, which would have added a nice sporty touch to this Brio. Now, this Brio gets a 5-speed torque converter transmission, which is very similar to the one used in its big brother, the Honda City. It's a first of its kind in its segment, but what this Brio does not get is manual override and paddle shifts. But what it does get, however, is 4 different gear ratios. Apart from the regular D mode, this hatch gets D1, D2 and D3 modes, which in simpler terms means that if you come across a stretch of steep winding slopes and feel your car requires more power, all you have to do is shift to D1, which immediately downshifts to first gear and gives the car more power to pull smoothly. Shift to D2 and you get into second gear, while D3 slots the car between first and third gear, a good place to be when you want to overtake within the city. Out on the highway, the automatic Brio cruises at 120 km/h with ease, and the gear shift is pretty smooth. It is 4.2 seconds slower on the 0 to 100 sprint than the manual, which is not too bad keeping in mind that the car features a conventional torque converter. Also, the ARAI mileage figure of 16.5 km to the litre is just 2.9 km per litre less than the manual. This Brio has a lot going in its favor. It has all the positive attributes of the Brio that we already like. It's got a good engine, it's a fun to drive car, and honestly, I am a fan of its styling. Now, it costs just 60,000 more than its manual variant, and honestly, I do believe that if you are one of those people who drive around a lot in the city, this car will prove to be cheaper than a long-run knee replacement that you might need.